For 27 years, Nelson Mandela slept in a concrete box smaller than a bathroom. No freedom, no family, no certainty he would ever leave alive. The world moved on. His enemies expected one of two things: that he would rot in silence, or come out angry enough to burn a nation. What they didn't expect was the choice he made instead. This is not a success story. This is the cost of restraint, and why one man refused revenge when he had every reason to take it. Stripped of freedom, alone in a cell meant to break in, Nelson Mandela faced the impossible. The world expected anger, revenge, or silence, but what he chose instead changed a nation. To see how, watch this documentary to the very end. Nelson Mandela was born far from power, a small South African village. Quiet, traditional. He came from royalty, but not the kind that ruled with crowns. He was raised to listen, to respect elders, to understand responsibility. As a boy, he heard stories of African leaders and stories of land taken, voices silenced. At school, he was given a new name, Nelson, a small act, but it carried a message. This system would rename you, reshape you, control you. Mandela grew up standing between two worlds: his people's dignity and a system built to erase it. Apartheid was not prejudice, it was engineering. Every street, every job, every relationship controlled by law. Black South Africans needed permission to move, permission to work, permission to exist. Families were torn apart, opportunities blocked, dignity criminalized. Police enforced it with violence, and the violence was legal. This wasn't hidden, it was normal, and for years, the world looked away. Mandela saw it daily, in courtrooms, on buses, on the faces of his people, and the injustice was loud. Mandela believed in law. That's why he studied it. But the law protected power, not people. At university, he met others who were asking dangerous questions. Why accept this? Why stay silent? They protested peacefully. They marched. They spoke. The response: bullets, deaths, crackdowns. Mandela faced a truth that changed his life. Oppression does not end because you ask nicely. Resistance became inevitable. From that moment, the state marked him, not as a man, but as a threat. When Mandela was arrested, the goal was simple: silence him. The courtroom was meant to end his movement. Instead, it immortalized him. Mandela stood calm, unapologetic. He said he opposed white domination and black domination. He believed in equality. Then he said the sentence that shocked the world, that he was prepared to die for that ideal. The government wanted obedience. What they got was a warning. Mandela was sentenced to life. As the doors closed, many assumed his story was finished. They were wrong. Robben Island was designed to crush men. Tiny cells, endless labor, breaking rocks under the sun. Letters censored, visits denied. Mandela watched his children grow up from a distance, buried loved ones without farewell. The prison wanted him angry. Instead, he became disciplined. He studied his guards, learned their language, understood their fear. He treated men who humiliated him with calm respect. Slowly, the prisoner changed the room. The guards began to listen. Outside the prison, pressure exploded. Global protests, economic sanctions, rising violence. South Africa was cracking, and Mandela, still locked away, had become unavoidable. The government faced a terrifying truth. They could not shape the future without him. Behind closed doors, they unlocked the cell, but no one knew who would emerge. After 27 years, Mandela walked free, older, slower, and broken. The world expected rage. Instead, he offered dialogue. He sat with men who jailed him. He spoke of reconciliation. This was not weakness. It was control. Mandela understood something rare. Revenge feels powerful, but it destroys nations. Restraint saves them. Mandela became South Africa's first black president. He ruled without vengeance, focused on healing. Then, he did something unexpected. He stepped away. Power never owned him. Mandela's story isn't about prison. It's about choice. When hatred was justified, he refused it, and in doing so, he changed history. If stories like this matter, if African history deserves depth, not distortion, subscribe, because history survives only when we keep telling it.